Hi everyone, my name is Jay Shah and I'm a language trainer in Aspire Square. Today we are going to discuss about the examination that is called CELTIP. So before I begin my explanation, here we go. Basically, the full form of CELTIP is Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program. And this test is basically very much important for those who are planning for Canada immigration. And if I talk about the beginning of this test, then it is divided into four modules. But the best part about this test is it is a computer based test. So it includes very much important features such as personal timer, and you would also have the word counter while you will be attempting your writing modules, and it also gives you a spell check facility. So this is the test that can be completed in just one sitting. So you don't need to be very much time bound, and you don't need to spare too many hours or too many sittings for just this one test. Okay. So, and the best part about this test is it gives you the results in a very quick duration. That is, it doesn't take even more than 4 to 5 calendar days. And if I talk about the speaking module of this examination, then as we can see, that it is divided into, in total, 8 tasks. So there are 8 different tasks that the candidate would be coming across on their screen while they are attempting this test. And if we see, then the first task is to be considered as the task 0. So that is basically a practice task. And for this task, you would not be judged. So do not worry. It is basically to make a candidate feel a little bit comfortable with what the exact tasks that they would be coming across throughout their speaking module would be like. So beginning with the first task explanation, it is called giving advice. Now, the candidates might be coming across any kind of a topic, but they would be required to give an advice, and for which they would also have a preparation time of 30 seconds and the response time of 90 seconds. So the candidate has to be prepared enough that no matter whatever question they come across, whatever situation they are asked to give an advice upon, they must be prepared whether or not they have ever given an advice on that particular topic. So that was the task one. Now, if we talk about task two, then task two is about talking about a personal experience. But again, as I said, that the situation that you might be coming across in your examination might be any kind of a personal experience you might be asked to share. So again, no matter whether you have ever dealt with any such experience, but you have to be prepared that whatever experience you are sharing, it must be as per the topic. Because if in case you'll go off the topic, then that would not be great for your scores. And again, for this particular question type, you will come across 30 seconds as a preparation time and 60 seconds for the response time. So you have to utilize the duration very much appropriately. Now, moving ahead with the third question type, that is third task. It is said to be describing a scene. So in this question type, you will be coming across a picture or maybe multiple pictures. But for this particular question type as well, there would be a preparation time of 30 seconds. So when those 30 seconds begin, you have to start analyzing what all objects are present in that particular picture. And then when the response time begins, you have to start framing your response, including the introductory part, and you have to describe all the key points that are focused upon in that particular picture. So that is the third task. Moving on with the fourth task. Well, here you will be coming across maybe two objects or two images, and you would have to predict upon what the previous scene that you came across would be turning as the new one. So basically, in task 4, you will come across, or maybe you may come across, the same scenario, the same scene that you came across in task 3. But because task 3 was a static image, in task 4, you need to assume, you need to predict basically what would be the next thing that would occur in that picture. So, for example, if in task 3 you are coming across a picture that shows a plane that is taking off. So, in task 4, you need to predict whether what could be the next steps that could occur after a plane takes off, right? So, this was a very basic example, and that's about task 4. Now, if we talk about task 5, then task 5 is about comparing. But if we see, then task 5 is actually divided into two parts, that is part 1 and part 2. So in part 1, you will be comparing maybe two objects or two topics that you are coming across with an image. And as a part 2, that is called persuading. So in part 2, basically, you will be given a preparation time of 60 seconds where you'll have to compare as well as persuade. So you might be persuading a person, that could be a friend or any particular person that is mentioned in the question. So you need to persuade and describe which object that you are choosing is the best possible choice in that particular question. And you need to describe for approximately 60 seconds on the same object which you choose to pursue. So that was about task 5. Now, talking about task 6. Well, the topic is considered to be dealing with a difficult situation. So here also you will be given a particular situation or a circumstance for which you will have to prepare yourself for 60 seconds, and you'll have to also give a response for another 60 seconds. That is 1 minute. So you need to basically be prepared for whatever situation you are given as a question. You need to make sure that you stay to the topic and you use the wise grammar and vocabulary, and you be in a rhythm to describe the entire situation. So that's how task 6 is about. Now, talking about task 7, it is basically said to be expressing opinions. So in that task, you have to give your personal opinion regarding a topic which you are coming across. But trust me, this is also going to be very quick. So you'll have a preparation time of only 30 seconds and a response time of 90 seconds. So you have to be prepared that when you are expressing yourself, you should not at all run short on words. Because if you run short on words, then it would affect your scores. And moving on with the last task of the speaking examination, it is called describing an unusual situation. So here also you'll be coming across a situation that could sound a little bit unusual, that could be an imaginary one, but you have to be prepared for describing the same, as a preparation time that would be given for this question type would be of 30 seconds, and the response time would be of 60 seconds. So this is how the entire speaking test is covered in CELTIF. Now, if I talk about the levels on the basis of which you will be given marks in this test, that is, CELTIF has been divided into various levels. So the maximum level that you can score is 12, and the one who scores 12 is said to be having an advanced proficiency in maybe a workplace and community context. So that is the highest level one can achieve in SETP. Okay, and the requirement for those who are planning to attempt it as a requirement for the immigration files, it is said that the one who is scoring above 9 is also eligible to apply. So please make sure that you aim really high whenever you are appearing for this test. And that would be all from my end for today, guys. Please do stay tuned. We shall be coming up with even other modules of this examination. And for the same, if in case you have any queries, please do not hesitate. Please call us upon 8866880707, or else you can also contact us upon www.aspiresquare.com. Thank you so much, guys, for being patient and watching this video. Do stay tuned. We shall be coming up with more such informative videos. Take care. Have a good day.